Hello, grade 2. So today's grammar lesson was about main idea and supporting details. We took before in reading what's the meaning of the main idea, and we said that the main idea is what the whole story is mostly about. Okay? And the supporting detail are the sentences from the paragraph or from the story that tells you more about the main idea. Okay, so the detail has to be related or tells you more about the main idea of the story. Again, what is the main idea? The main idea is the story or the paragraph is about. Okay, and the supporting details are sentences from the story or from the paragraph that tells you about the main idea. Okay, let's start reading the page on top. It says here, good writers use a main idea sentence to tell the most important idea in a paragraph. Okay, so they write details to support the main idea. So when a writer or an author starts to write, he uses the main idea sentence. He starts with a sentence that tells about the most important idea in a paragraph. So the main idea sentence tells you about what's the most important thing or the most important idea of the paragraph, and then he or she starts writing the details that helps or supports the main idea. Okay, the guideline here says a main idea is the most important idea in a piece of writing. Okay, so main idea is the most important idea in a piece of writing. Supporting details tells more about the main idea. All the sentences in a paragraph should tell about one main idea. So when we write a paragraph, we should write a main idea sentence, which tells you what is the most important idea of the writing, and then we start writing details that support the main idea. Okay, and any detail that we write should tell us about the main idea. Let's read this paragraph here and try to identify and find the supporting details. Okay, it says here, colonial Americans had many problems that we don't have today. There was no electricity, candles gave a dim light. Cooking was not easy because it had to be done in a fireplace. Many things had to be made by hand. It was hard work. Often people would raise sheep for wool. Then they would spin the wool into yarn and weave it into material for clothes. So as you see here, there's like the first sentence is it's outlined. Okay, this is the main idea of this paragraph. Okay, so this is the main idea sentence that shows you the important idea of the paragraph. Okay, what is this paragraph about? It's about colonial Americans that had many problems that we don't have today. So the colonists or the American colonists had problems in the past and that we don't have today. And then it starts to the other following details start to discuss or tell us what the problems were. Okay, so anything after it would be a detail. So okay, so again, the main idea sentence is usually at the beginning of the paragraph, and it tells you what's the most important idea about the paragraph. Okay, so here it's about the problems that American colonists had and we don't have today. What was one of the problems? They didn't have electricity and they had to use candles, and the candles gave them dim light. And also it says cooking was not easy because it had to be done in a fireplace. So they had to use a fireplace for cooking. Many things had to be done by hand. It was hard work. Okay, these are all supporting details, sentences that support the main idea. Okay, and that's why it's like there's this purple is to show you that these are the supporting details that give you more information about what? The main idea. Okay? Next here, on the next page, it starts to give you, it says write yes or no to tell if each sentence supports the main idea or not. Okay, I'm sorry. So now it gave you the main idea, and you will read the sentences to see if this sentence supports the main idea or it has nothing to do with the main idea. Okay, so it says the main idea is about settlers in America built different kinds of homes. Okay, settlers are people that settled in America and they built different kinds or types of homes. Okay, so it talks about the people who settled or lived in America that built different kinds of homes. So you have to understand the main idea to make sure if when you read this supporting the sentence, to understand whether it's a sentence that supports the main idea or not. So it says here, early homes looked like cottages. Early homes looked like cottages. Early homes means homes from the past look like cottages. Okay, so do you think that this sentence supports the main idea? Yes. Okay, most furniture was made of wood. No. Okay, because remember we're talking about the different kinds of houses, so no. And number 3, stone homes were built in New England. So here it talks about another kind of home. Okay, stone homes were built in New England. Yes. Okay, pioneers built log cabins. Okay, so built log cabins. Okay, a cabin is like a small hut or a small house made out of wood. Log, we all know that logs are pieces of wood that are, okay, and cabins are usually found in forests. So yes, this is another type of house. This sentence or this detail supports the main idea. Okay, and the last one, I'm sorry, the weather in the north was cold. So here it talks about the weather in the north, which doesn't support the main idea because we're talking about the different kind of homes that the Americans built. So no. Okay, here it says write a main idea, main sentence for each title. Okay, and the answers or the sentences can be different. Okay, and that's what we did today. Oh, and I also asked your friends to choose a main idea and to write like a short paragraph about it. So I told your friends to choose a main idea to write, okay, and then start writing details or sentences that support the main idea. Okay, that's what we did today. Bye, guys.